It's showtime.
Happy Halloween, 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 happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy Halloween, 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 happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
They're coming to get you, Barbara. They're coming for you, Barbara.
What's going on, guys, and welcome to another Halloween video by Spooka Kai. And welcome back to our 4th Halloween video. I've been having a lot of fun lately, so let's keep going. And Halloween is only a week and a half away. But I think you guys are going to enjoy this video. So today we're going to be looking at 5 movie stars that started their career in horror movies. Most of these you probably didn't even know. But before I get started, if you want me to keep posting, you want me to keep making videos, it would mean a lot for me and my channel if you would hit that like and subscribe button. Making these videos isn't easy, so if you like watching me, please consider hitting that subscribe button. This is going to be sort of a short video, but without further ado, let's get started and go through 5 movie stars that started their career in horror movies. Alright, for number 1, if you like cheesy horror movies, then you probably know this one already. But in case you don't know, Jennifer Aniston was in the first Leprechaun film, which came out in 1993, a year before Friends started. She plays the main character in this movie. This movie overall is good, but when it comes to Jennifer Aniston's acting in this movie, it's not that great. Which I kind of understand. It's her first movie, she's still trying to figure things out, but her acting is not that great in my opinion. When she's trying to act scared, it doesn't turn out that well, but she does have her good moments in this movie. But Warwick Davis as Leprechaun obviously steals the show from her. About a couple years ago, I went through a Friends phase, where I basically just watched the entire TV show on HBO Max when it first came out. And let me tell you, I was obsessed. I have like 2 Friends mugs. I have a sweatshirt or 2 that I already grew out of. A Lego set. It was still technically during quarantine. I didn't really have much to do other than watch TV, and this made it so much fun. I haven't watched the entire show a second time yet, so I guess after watching Friends, my hopes were a little high for Jennifer Aniston in this movie. I find her an okay final girl. So yeah, Jennifer Aniston was in Leprechaun. Now I have one that I know you probably have not heard of. And that is Tom Hanks and He Knows You're Alone. You heard me right, Forrest Gump's first movie was in a horror movie. That's awesome. That just shows how much of an impact horror has. I have actually never seen this movie, but Tom Hanks plays the character of Elliot. So if any of you have ever seen it, please let me know how it is in the comments. Since I've never seen this movie, I don't know what role Elliot plays in this movie, so I'm going to look it up on Google. Alright, according to Google, Elliot is a psych major who makes musings about the nature of fear. I just find it very cool looking back and seeing that his first movie was in a horror movie. But looking back now at his more famous work, that is just so cool to see. Now you know Tom Hanks' first role was in a horror movie. I'm not that familiar with George Clooney. I've seen his Batman movies, and maybe a couple others. But other than that, he's not that familiar to me. And I've never seen Return to Horror High. So I'm not going to spend much time on this one. I'm just going to tell you his character description. George Clooney in Return to Horror High is a cop. That's literally all I could find. Maybe one day I'll check it out, but right now I have no interest. I haven't seen too many Kevin Bacon films, but I have seen his first film ever, Friday the 13th. Kevin Bacon plays one of the camp counselors that eventually gets killed by Pamela Voorhees. His character is not that likable, to be honest. He just doesn't bring a lot to the role. My favorite scene with him in it is when he gets killed in the bed. The practical effects in that scene is great. But along with all the other characters, he's just really boring. A lot of people probably knew he was in this movie already. But yeah, he's not that interesting in this film. Alright, for the last one, we're going to be looking at Paul Rudd in Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. I actually love Paul Rudd. He's one of the best comedians. Most of his work is very good, but I didn't know his first movie was in Halloween 6. Like, I knew he was in it, but I didn't know it was his first movie. I've seen Halloween 6, but I barely remember it. But I do know that he plays Tommy Doyle from the first Halloween movie. I'm binging all the Halloween movies this season, and I just got done with Halloween 5. So Halloween 6 is next. I don't expect this to be his greatest acting role ever, but knowing Paul Rudd, I think he'll be good in this movie. Well, that's all for today's video. But until next video, I'm Spooka Kai here. Stay scared.